temporary ya bubu ambito wa Patrick Kiborio mukuru wa Kilemi wetu ina Ikenjai na Ratigania West, the great county of Meru.
Yes. Ibwega sana bwana PS. Neonto mbuga kibobo kuigwa na rire ya mbere nundu taka withiritwo siasa ne muno lakini tukuonete kire utongeria ibubwega uketho gitutariria karugendo gaku gotongeria mwanka ukinyite na naraka anjiririe bwana PS.
Nibo ya muno uni ai bumete ntore private sector miaka mingi.
Yes.
Ntore kutangu private sector for miaka 22 na muno ntore kwa rutero mota ntore motene in the energy sector na ndawira kwa thirikari na thirikari ya William Samoei Ruto.
Yes.
This is my first exposure to public service. Primarily I'm an economist. I'm also a certified accountant.
Yes.
But importantly, I go kwa irambichi mnoni manto ya energy economics. I understand development economics. Na manto ya experience you kuma company litida chumya kemingi.
Yes.
Litete company there were some of the biggest companies in the world. Litete ExxonMobil miaka dhatu. Ndatanguina Chevron Texaco miaka ena na ndatanguina Total miaka 16. So I bring in what I brought in the public service was really exposure to the finest, the most advanced processes in leadership,
yes,
in management in the world.
Ibwega.
Ibwega sana bwana PS. Tukidi na mbere na karere getu labda kwina muthikiri akienda kumenya muno ngugi ya State Department kirwangirwa wa cooperative kagitaniaga kire economy andegoro ya Kenya niriko.
Ibwega muno kimanto ya ushirika amparo thambajiri kindogo from in a historical perspective na hatu ajiririe.
Yes.
Cooperative mbere Kenya ifumure mwaka 1908 na ndokumanya achunkure badha ndhiba iba uchumakia kwa elia na ateba kwa na resources muno raw materials cha wiki na araba ikakia nako na bona baramumbika ko banga Anthony wa uthurania into groups yo bangerekete effort yo so the yoba introduced again through the church. Yes. In place tawalumbwa in Kericho nebo pomera cooperative mbele na cooperative yu ile onya nende ni tawa KCC anto yare manto area beko na success ya dairy industry be expand to kawa na nokumaka waka onye wananano ko onye wane achonko ko ba form cooperative nyingi muno cha kawa cooperative cha mayani in fact okay ko ile policy yo yare kuthurania raw materials into bibiendeka na rome ibo anto nya Kenya ruare kinyo iko mtu akaenda kweta kunya chai kana kweta kunyo akwira tuite team break utewa akwira tuite coffee break na Afrika bera babanywe mayani kawa kare kambi ka the kings and drink. But if you look, the cooperatives which did very well even post independence charija kawa to process raw materials to supply mchungu wetu. That's an historical perspective.
Yes.
Lakini tuko watu huru 1963 arenke yoke kulika na first economic policy framework yanda yari Africanization ya economy yetu na president yetu Jomo Kenyatta in his wisdom the best way kubanga Africans in feasible and viable economic units is through to aggregate them, and the model for aggregation AIB cooperatives.
Yes.
Ko in our policy paper number 10 of 1965 ira ya decree ya kinatomboya by identify cooperatives nio enabler ya manto yanda kupidia, and that is when we entrench cooperatives in our day-to-day lives, and we need to be very well. The first iteration of our independence, coffee sector did extremely very well. Tea sector did extremely very well. So was dairy, so was pyrethrum, and so was cotton. Joined through the cooperative model. And to kuatanira, and to kuatanira. Let me give you the power of aggregation. Okay, ya kuona mtu akedhera ina munda yuaeke mwe. Lakini ukatedhi antu ngiri yui munda eka ngiri mwe. What it means is that anto baka yakudha bakari tangwe mwe bakada barena in a single value chain You know one estate, no more ranch.
Yes.
And that is what happens in coffee, that is what happens in tea. No go kare area, they go kare kotona paredram tukuato uru. And we are doing extremely very well. In fact, the economy to kwa earlier in terms of the macroeconomic setup for many years, the biggest forex and to export of our agriculture produce, kahawa, tea, paredram, and horticulture.
Yes.
After Kenyatta left, we had a challenge again in around 1984 in what we call structural economic and adjustment program SAPS. Though you guys are young, you can't remember. The World Bank, International IMF, they were to be the liberalization of the economy, and the sector was not left behind. So to liberalize cooperative movement, we had challenges. We are now that's the first time we had challenges in the moment.
Yes.
Because we started experiencing core sectors like kawa. In fact, the Kate Indian from California perform into company and our Cap 486 Companies Act on to challenges each other movement.
Yes.
But however, we've seen the growth of the cooperative movement. In fact, to take you a little bit back, 1970, Idiot formed the first financial cooperative, Ichita Wasako. In fact, the owners, member number one, Kenyatta, Warambe Sako, the late Jomo Kenyatta.
Yes.
1970. To Anjira Kumubale savings. And to bank, to go to Urum Bank or a little bit bank, Ichiare Kenya, Ite Kele Wama financial in Sia Mo Kenya. So the SACCOs came in to mobilize against savings Yantobeto.
Yes.
I can tell you, Ruare and Tutukwariao, SACCOs are mobilized around 30% of the national savings. In fact, in the calculation, Ruare, they are around 5.5 trillion, of which SACCOs have around 1.5 trillion.
Tukiaragiria manto jegie cooperatives na uchumi bwana PSR ni hata cooperatives chidretu igichangia kire gukura kwa uchumi bwa ndiguru yetu ya Kenya.
Ma kankwere kwa elia ki manto ya important kire economy.
Yes.
Micro na yange macro first food security. Ya bronda kwa eleza kwa elia Ruare. Mbuchere Kenya, for example. Mbuchere Kenya, the biggest producer of Mbuchere Kenya, it is Mwea Multipurpose Cooperative. Kwa elia area, for example. The biggest process of area now in Africa,
yes.
Meru Dairy Union. So in terms of food security, that is number one. But also in terms of in terms of foreign earnings, other than now to kulokine remittances, number 3, 4, and 5, it is value chain cooperatives. May it be tea, may it be coffee, may it be horticulture. In terms of job creation.
Yes.
Job creation cooperatives is a big contributor of creativity, but also it is while into manto ya housing, for example.
Yes.
Nyumba dokumenta ya sako kuandika ukaromba loan nura kwa lisoni ya kuandika loan and to buy development, but you can drill down into development. Around 40% of the people who apply loan chedaicha sako either chakura muda cafes tu chakwa kanyumba. So yes. We have contributed significantly to the question of housing in this country. And so other things like also insurance now at against the cost of insurance. So in terms of all aspects of our lives, we have the aspect of my SACCOs, cooperatives and part and parcel of it. Kanya kuvo mediana weta retwa education when we riba toto ari shukuru mukura ikekauwa factory anekero namba ne ari ito weta shukuru ogeto kanekana namba mwalimu akwandimita kamenya mukuru ne tembi kanto. So even the education levels of our counties, the counties which have produced in cooperatives, they contribute significantly to
yes.
to the development of education in our country.
Thank you bwana PS. Troiderie kagitaniaka kakatore thaino manto megi kumba gutariria ata manto megi state cooperative thaino ichikothina mbere bwega kana no akaigo struggle
kankwere maybe again I think ngokijita 1990 ankwere in but around 1987 we developed another law to respond to the challenges to Arachio due to Kuma SAPs. To be honest, cooperatives have done well. Others have said they continue to contribute significantly to the growth of this economy. Rua aswitaito kwa rua re na moso kidrikaria fifth administration of dokumya kibagena area Ministry of Cooperatives. Uhuru Ekuya, the fourth government of this republic at area ministry. Lakini President Ruto Ekuya, under the better plan, allow me to explain bura ministry ya yere. Better metoda na kia ya nyumba, ile ya nyumba. Roof nimbi ni outcomes yetu kwenda. Better living standards. Be affordable housing, mantu yantu bakuwa ya universal health, no, education, mantu ya those are the outcomes we want is the roof.
Yes.
But nyumba yongo foundation no wati pila idhano. The 5 pillars jambeta. 5 pillars na baoni agriculture. Number 2 ni MSME, tibu? Affordable housing, digital economy, na universal health, those are the pillars. But there's like another house kuna foundation. Foundation ni better. It is the enablers of these pillars. Now one of the enablers imbi cooperatives. Because while like pilenda kureithano agriculture ewati nimbi kuorganize antu into cooperatives. Weta kwa MSME biashara ndogo ndogo. The most people in biashara ndogo ndogo ni antu bateandiki ni antu bakotipeli nambi on their hustle. We also organize them through what? The financial cooperatives. So we support the pillars better so that we achieve the outcomes we want.
Yes. Ibweka sana bwana PS. Ibweka sana yakiri go muthikiria go wetite na mbere gututhikira tugita na mbere na karore gitu bwana Kilemi ikuthagirwo kwina nthuki mbithi kana ntu baingi ayuthi baingi batendaga kwithirwo bagitonya kiri cooperatives. Burita ministry strategies chekwe kana mibango rikubu gitite ni kenda butigira nthuki mbithi igutonya kiri cooperatives.
Thank you very much. Ni oma antuba bedhi muno na ekoro. Ibo kumagi cooperative lakini they never make it to the leadership positions of cooperative. Atu anjiri yao.
Yes.
Loko mnyakidea antuba if antuba bedhi by leadership they will inspire confidence with other people. But also it is also because cooperatives for long okay kwa the sector cooperative ni oremi. Ni mantu ya agriculture na antu betu baba idho abengi ba they have shunned agriculture iba kwa mantu akirimo ya mantu ya poor people.
Yes.
So the question is not how do we make agriculture sexy, how do we make agriculture attractive to our young people. What onete from a policy point of view antu baba idho bakenya into beli ya waba kaya kuna biashara ku make sense iba boja kerero no muno.
Yes.
And I want to give you an example. Kwe muntu era wa kwena into itawa kwero Quill X awachi na mbesha impi anto baba idho bengi bino beta baranja kule makwero muntu yaonge muntu wa yana boda in Kenya 10 years ango utari bikibiki uti muntu eri anto abede bete bagumbi cyane bikibiki bari okia koedia the boda sector is one of the biggest employers of young people dokumanete anto abede beta muntu aidha bikibiki yake notala madhabu yake konata it is profitable.
Yes.
So how do we need to make young people come to cooperatives and also even in agriculture it is the returns iraba kuona bakakona make economic sense if the processes are transparent.
Yes.
And the returns are visible. We truly believe our young people will come to cooperatives. And allow me to give you an example. For example, oya kwa ile mauri yakawa yakorwa yarero mwaka yoku matuka nje reform chakawa sector.
Yes.
Okay, utala madhabu yakawa for example. If ukethokanda kawaku with the modern and economical practices eke more under 550 bushes.
Yes.
Okay, kwa 550 bushes na waketha average ya 20 kgs per bush. Those are around 10,000 kgs. Na amiro kwetu Tharaka Embu weketha kawa ya ili mwaka. So you can easily get 20,000 kgs. The average price ya mwaka yo irari chiringi 100. In fact, Sherivandi chiringi 80. So at 100 shillings, we are talking about generating 2 million from 1 week of coffee. In fact, we know that we are not 1 million.
Yes.
My friend, and I want to appeal to our young people. ukuringa round na mbunda wona chiringi milioni 1 ti rahisi. So mathabu yako yo tutale antu betu na tukapilikiria akuruba baba betu bethire beli pero baitira nabo, especially antu aba coffee growing areas ana beiture miunda muntu andethe kanusu kawe kakwanda kaoa ekekia kwanda kaoa asas akiasu na mbunda netelete beche cha kaoa
ibwega.
Thank you bwana PS. Tia turia marandwa ni twachokerie